Okay, right? They got some doctrine that they coming up with, like I mentioned a little bit of people coming up with nowadays. They coming up with it. Can't prove it though, but they really believe it's right. Brother saying everything fulfilled, and we shouldn't even be talking about going to a wilderness. We need to be planting some tomatoes and stuff, building the kingdom now. You can't read that in the Bible. Jesus didn't say, go out and plant some tomatoes and strawberries. He didn't say that. He said, go out and preach the gospel. But see, they got their own agenda now. Same just like Ben Ami had the same agenda. He said the kingdom here years ago. He said the kingdom, he's setting up the king. He went to Israel. At least he went all the way with his false vision. At least he went all the way to Israel. And finally begged long enough and stood up against the Edomites, where the Edomites and them gave him some rights over there, which ain't no better than being over here though. But at least he went all the way with his idea that the kingdom is here now. Look, the kingdom is going to be established in fullness when the Messiah himself come back. We fruits of the kingdom now, but right now the only thing we doing is getting people ready for it. Jesus said, go preach the gospel. See, and that's the mission. That's what we doing. But you got people coming up with other doctrine. He said, mark them that cause offenses contrary to the doctrine which you have learned and avoid them. Verse 18.
For they that are such serve not our Lord Jesus Christ.
Now they not serving like they should. We supposed to be servants, right? But some kind of way, they knew it at one point. Some kind of way now, they not serving our Lord Jesus Christ. But what?
But their own belly.
Oh, they serving their own belly. It's about them, isn't it? They want to be somebody. They want to come up. So they not serving the Lord. They don't care about serving the Lord. It's all about their agenda. But their own belly. Go ahead. That's that glory, that all that honey you eating. But go ahead.
And by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple.
Oh, now they could deceive somebody. That's why Paul warned them. He said by good words and fair speeches. So they can come up with some, it could sound good if you don't know no better. That's why we warn people of people lying. And fair speeches, they deceive the hearts of the simple. Verse 19.
For your obedience is come abroad unto all men. I am glad, therefore, on your behalf. But yet I would have you wise unto that which is good and simple concerning evil.
See, he said they've been obeying, and he warning them so they don't get knocked off track. But again, that show everything don't go right. Paul said, mark them that's not serving the Lord, but serving their own belly, because that's what it's about, being a servant. Now, let's go to Matthew 20. Matthew 20. See, so that's what happened if you drift. If you constantly then made everything about you, no matter who you are. If you done made it about you, then you're going to drift so far, you're going to be out the window. You're going to be way to the left or way to the right. See, that's why any of us can have a slip. That's why we got to get back up in a hurry and get back on the straight and narrow, even if we thinking kind of off pattern. Like the disciples did. Jesus put them right back on. They started talking crazy. Who the greatest? See, they was concerned about themselves for a moment. But they got back on path. But see, you can get so far off path, you done forgot where the path is. You done lost your way. Because you done forgot that it's about being a servant. Matthew 20 and verse 1. 20 and 1. Go ahead.
For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is a householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into his vineyard. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And he went out about the third hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said unto them, Go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right I will give you. And they went their way.
Okay, now look, this is what service is. You serving and we striving to get a reward. We striving to get a reward, and there's no need for us to be hating and biting and scratching one another along the way. And that's what happened when you thinking about yourself and on your own agenda. You start biting and scratching and kicking everybody else that's on the journey with you. Why? Because now it became about you. But you shouldn't do that, because we are all striving to get the same reward. And in the meantime, we are serving for that reward. Now, so Jesus is giving us a parable. He said he went out to hire some laborers in the vineyard, right? And in verse 2 it said, and when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into the vineyard. So they agreed on what they was going to get paid. They accepted it, and that was it. Then notice verse 3, he went out about the third hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace and said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard. Now they came later. See, sometimes people that's in the truth, they have a problem with somebody coming later. They feel offended or some kind of way, especially if you're doing some labor for the ministry. You might feel somebody trying to take your position, but you shouldn't feel threatened like that. Because if you want the ministry or the gospel to be spread, then you should be all for it. So now, he said others were standing idle. He told them to go into the vineyard, and he didn't even agree with them for anything. He didn't tell them what they was going to get. He said, you know, we'll figure it out. You coming a little late, but we'll work something out, right? Whatsoever is right, we'll do it. Go ahead. What verse you at?
Verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Again, he went out about the 6th and 9th hour.
Now, this real late in the day. You had some people at the beginning been working, and they agreed for a penny, but now late in the day, he went out 6th and 9th hour. Go ahead.
And did likewise.
Uh-huh.
And about the 11th hour.
Now, you all the way at the end of the day. The day almost over now. Go ahead.
And found others standing idle.
Uh-huh.
And saith unto them, why stand ye here all the day idle?
See, he said, well, you know, why y'all idle all day? Go ahead.
They say unto him, because no man have hired us.
Uh-huh.
He saith unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that shall ye receive.
Now, he didn't agree with them for nothing. He just told them to go in. 11th hour, they came in. Go ahead. That shows you the Lord is merciful. Go ahead, verse 8.
So when even was come, the Lord of the vineyard saith unto his steward, call the laborers and give them their hire, beginning from the last until the first.
Now he started with the last. The ones came at the 11th hour. They got paid first. Go ahead.
And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny.
See, now he gave them a penny, which is what he had reasoned with the people all the way in the beginning. See, but this is how we could be hating. Go ahead. You heard of haters. You're drinking haterade. Well, this is what people do. Go ahead.
Verse 10. But when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more. And they likewise received every man a penny.
See, now the first people who've been working, see, they got a little beside themselves, and they felt they should get more. You know, they standing in line waiting, and they seeing what the other people get. That's why you shouldn't even worry about other people. But they seeing what the other people, they getting a penny. Oh, I know we going to get paid when we get up there, because, shoot, we've been working all day. But what did you agree for? You agreed for a penny. So you shouldn't be mad because they got the same thing. You ain't got nothing to do with that. But that shows you people worried about everybody else and getting themselves out of line. See, so that's what went on. So when verse 10, but when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more. Well, that's in their own mind, right? And they likewise, you see, you know, they was upset when they got that penny. Now they mad at the Lord. Go ahead, verse 11.
And when they had received it, they murmured against the good man of the house.
Now they started murmuring against the Lord, like he done them wrong or something. Go ahead.
Saying, these lads have wrought but 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal unto us.
See, they told them. They said, well, look, these lads, they ain't do number 1 hour. And you done made them equal unto us. Go ahead.
Which have borne the burden and heat of the day.
And we bore the burden and the heat of the day. Go ahead.
But he answered one of them and said, friend, I do thee no wrong. Didst not thou agree with me for a penny?
See, he said, I ain't do nothing wrong to you. You agree with me for a penny. See, you should be satisfied with what you got and what the Lord is doing with you. And don't worry about what the Lord is doing with somebody. The Lord do with somebody else what he wants to. You need to be satisfied with what the Lord is doing with you. But that's where people get off track. They worried about everybody else all the time. Worried about them and worried about them. And now they done got themselves off track, got in trouble with the Lord. He said, look, I don't do you no wrong. You agreed for a penny. Go ahead.
14. take thou thine ears and go thy way. I will give unto this last even as unto thee.
He said, look, I do what I want to do with mine. Get out of here. Take what you got. See, but this is people that were serving the Lord, and along the way, they hating other people. Now they hating people and offended, just like along the way, Cain ended up hating Abel, right? Because he didn't do everything he should have did. Now he upset at Abel because Abel did it. And the Lord was pleased with Abel. Same thing here, but go ahead.
15. Is it not lawful for me to do what I will with mine own?
He said, can I do what I want to with my own? It's mine. I give it out. It's just like whatever you doing for the Lord, even in ministry, whatever you doing, teaching, if you mailing something, whatever you doing, the Lord is the one that gave it out. So nobody should look at somebody else and say, oh, they think they something because they doing such and such. Look, the Lord is the one that allow people to do whatever they doing. It comes from the Lord. So he said, is it not lawful for me to do what I will with mine own? Go ahead.
Is thine eye evil? Because I am good.
See, he says, your eye evil because I'm good. One more verse.
So the last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called, but few chosen.
See, many be called. People say, you've been called. Well, that's secondary, really, because many be called, but few chosen. Now, go to Luke 17. But see, they forgot it was about their service to the Lord. They got caught up on the wrong thing, worried about everybody else. Pointing the finger at other people. See, we'd do that. We'd know the truth, and we'd start doing that stuff. See, that lets you know you're getting off track. If you're concerned about everybody else. You know, nobody doing nothing right but you. You got all the answers. Look, you getting beside yourself. Luke 17. See, and again, we can be in the truth doing that. I ain't talking about people who don't know the truth. We know people who don't know the truth. They doing some of everything. You know, it's all kind of drama and havoc. Even though you go to a Sunday church, everything look clean and manicured, people kissing and hugging. It's all kind of mess behind the scenes. Because you know it is, because they don't know nothing. You got people fornicating, adultery, everything going on. All kind of jockeying for position. But, I mean, you should expect that. They not believing in the truth. But when you in the truth, you got to avoid to keep all of that confusion down. And you can do it. Even though it still will try to rise its head, you got to keep it down because you got to remember what you're supposed to be about. Luke 17. It's like I've been around people in the truth. I ain't been around people, they wouldn't even speak to each other. Now they know the truth, but they stop speaking because of something. Which, again, that shouldn't be in the body. Luke 17 and verse 7. That means you forgetting what's going on. 17 and 7. Go ahead.
But which of you, having a servant plowing or feeding cattle, will say unto him by and by, when he is come from the field, go and sit down to meat? And will not rather say unto him, make ready wherewith I may sup, and gird thyself, and serve me till I have eaten and drunken, and afterward thou shalt eat and drink.
See, again, now he's talking about an analogy of a servant. He said, now which of you having a servant plowing or feeding cattle will say unto him by and by when he has come from the field, go and sit down to meat. Look, if he the servant, that's his job to do that, right? He work in the field, and then when he come back, he said, no, he got some more work to do. He said he would not rather say unto him, make ready and wherewith I may sup and gird thyself and serve me till I have eaten and drink. Afterwards thou shalt eat and drink. Go ahead, verse 9.
Doeth he thank that servant because he did the things that were commanded him? I trow not.
See, I trow not, that simply means I think not. You know, that's what we would say nowadays. I think not. He said, do he thank the servant? See, sometimes we looking for some thanks, but you only doing what you need to do in the first place. Do he thank the servant because he did what was commanded him? I trow not. So when you start feeling like you ain't appreciated, well, you don't deserve no appreciation, really, to tell you the truth. Go ahead, verse 10.
So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which I commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do. He
said this is the mindset you need to have. See, this parable was to give you the right mindset. Just like this lesson is to keep us on track for the right mindset. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all things I mean, you really on your job, you doing all things, right? When you have done all things which I commanded